going to talk about Kobe Bryant with a concussion, wearing a face mask on his face, scoring 31 points as the Lakers roll by the Timberwolves.
All I have to say is it's Kobe.
What about Kobe that makes him so?
It's
He's pretty much a
Kobe. It's Kobe. You could cut off one of Kobe's legs and he'd still score 3, or even slam dunk it. Man, it's Kobe.
You mean he scored 3 points? You mean like how would he score 3 points?
It's Kobe. I couldn't tell you. Kobe will find a way. Don't you agree, Chris?
Kobe, he's Kobe. He's stubborn. He'd do it no
Yeah.
matter what happens.
Even if he loses his legs and he has to get on it and run on his hands, he'll do it.
I mean,
his feet. He'll do it.
He pretty much scored. He pretty much looked just fine, scoring 31 points as the Lakers rolled by the Timberwolves. I'm going to get up the score right now, and especially with a much more improved Timberwolves lineup with Kevin Love and Ricky Rubio.
Oh, speaking of that, if I remember, I can't remember this, but I believe Love was the one that won the 3-point contest as well.
Yes, he did. That is absolutely correct. And I think he beat out somebody. I forgot.
I believe it was Durant that he beat out.
Yeah, that was Durant. You're
yeah.
right. Wow, you actually know something that I don't know. That's a first. But anyways, getting back to Kobe Bryant. I mean, he's just. I mean, you give him like a pink. What do you have? A pinky injury. He had like wrist problems. He had knee problems. Now he has the concussion problems. You can give him all 5 of those injuries. He probably still score over 30 points.
Again, that's how Kobe is. Even with a concussion, Kobe even with a concussion, he can still score.
104-85 was the final score of that game in Staples Center.
Jeez, and I'll tell you one thing. Like we were saying, like I said, even if he broke both his legs and they said he couldn't play, he'd probably get on his hands, have 2 casts on his feet, and still score.
Pretty much, the Timberwolves have now increased their losing streak at the Staples Center. They haven't beaten the Lakers at Staples Center since March 6th of 2007.
Oh, that's true. The 2007, the Timberwolves had a very, very phenomenal team, but over the years they started dropping. But
they are improving a little bit.
Oh yeah,
though,
because they're
Kevin Love, Ricky Rubio, as I said before.
And there's rumors that they're actually looking
and also Derek Williams with the addition too.
There's also rumors that they're hoping this year when these new prospects come out, they're hoping to try to get either 3rd or 4th pick to try to even add just a little bit more talent to that roster of theirs.
I wanted to mention Pau Gasol had 15 points in the game, and also rookie forward Derek Williams had 10 points while taking Love's starting spot for Minnesota. Finished it with a 3-night odyssey in Thursday in Phoenix coming up probably Friday or actually today. Hey, not tomorrow. So the Timberwolves are going to be playing Phoenix. So that should be a decent matchup for them.
Actually, Kyle, I
and
think
Rick Adelman, and he says decided to rest Love in hopes that he'll be ready to play in the 3rd game of the set. So actually, Kevin Love did not play in that game.
Well, going up for them to go up against Phoenix, that's actually going to be kind of a really rough match because Phoenix does play hardball. Phoenix is known for getting those threes, and they're not afraid to bump you a bit just to get the point. Don't you agree, Chris?
Yeah.
So if you look at it that way, Phoenix.
Chris isn't really speaking much today.
Well,
during his return.
C Money hasn't got his tax return.
Well,
yet.
If you call hardball 14-20, do you call the Phoenix's record 14-20 hardball?
Compare it to who's in last.
Well, I'm saying Phoenix hasn't been really that much great of a team since they were in the Western Conference Finals, let's say 2 years back against the Lakers, when the Lakers beat them in 6. I mean, They haven't been really themselves lately.
But they're still aggressive, Kyle, and they still can.
I don't think they have been that much aggressive since then.
Well,
I just don't think so.
They're not as much as they used to, but they still are. They can still knock you out. And of course, we know
you're not just like Oklahoma City and of course the Mavericks and the Spurs.
Oh,
and
don't
the
get me wrong.
Lakers and
now
all that.
That's one team I have been shocked by this year. Is Oklahoma
City. Don't forget the Memphis Grizzlies are a little bit better than the Suns too.
Don't get me started.
I'm just saying. I'm just looking at how it is on paper.
Yeah, but you know that word. Don't get me started with that word. Do not start with that word.
What, Memphis Grizzlies?
Don't start.
Zach Randolph?
Well, don't start.
Marc Gasol?
Don't start. You know how I feel about the Grizzlies.
Yeah, just because you could say that about the Lakers being the AC and the Spurs being the number 1, so you could probably still hate their guts.
I'll tell you one thing. I will tell you one thing. The
That's what
Grizzlies winning last year, they were all on steroids.
I think we have an excuse maker, ladies
For
and
all you
gentlemen.
Grizzly fans out there, your entire team was on steroids last year.
I don't think so. They just played better ball and they had the height advantage. Don't get me started with that argument because you're gonna lose this argument no matter what.
I will never
What?
lose.
They're better than Lakers? No, never.
Memphis,
They would never
Memphis
be better
Grizzlies.
than Lakers.
The day
Their
the
team's
Memphis,
not
if
enough.
when the Memphis Grizzlies actually beat LA, I'm actually just gonna be like, I'm just gonna look at it and I'll be like, finally they beat someone. They finally beat someone who's worse than my team. Now, I'll just put